What's up, y'all? Greetings, greetings. I'm out here in the park getting some fresh air. Um, we heading into week 3. I don't know if they consider this week 3 or week 4. I know this is heading into week 3 of testimony, and for me, it seemed like it's going pretty fast. That's what it seemed like to me. Seemed like it's going. Seemed like it's going really fast. Now that I look at it. What's up, most hated? How you doing? Top of the morning to you. I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, we've completed. I can't believe we completed week 2 of testimony. It seemed like time is going fast for me. I don't know why. That's what it seemed like. Um, so yeah, we headed into week 3 of testimony. I don't know if they, like I said, I don't know if they consider it week 4 or week 3, but it's week 3 of testimony, and I'm expecting. I'm expecting some testimony that like could make your eyebrows raise. I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting. I think that's what I'm expecting. So, man, it's a nice day out for this holiday. I'll tell you that right now. Clear, well, skies are clear. Very nice out. It's very nice out. So yeah, man. Week 3 of testimony, man. It's gonna be crazy. I think. And this person subscribed to me in spamming. That's crazy. Let's see. And I put the good morning, Audrey. How you doing? I don't know why the spamming is going on. Good morning to you. But yeah, man, week 3, man, a testimony, man. I'm ready for it. Look at this, man. Let me see. Man, I'm getting spammed. I thought I had the settings on correctly. Let me check real quick. Oh, let me see something real quick. Give me 1 second. Damn, I got it on subscribers too, and they spamming, so they caught up with what I was doing. Um, yeah, I can't prevent that spamming, man. My computer went out. My laptop went black. I gotta take it to the Apple store. So yeah, man. Good morning to you, Lori. How you doing? Avid, what's going on? Yeah, I know, but I blocked them though, so it should be okay. I blocked whoever, they probably got a bunch of accounts subscribed to me. That's crazy. But make it do what it do. But yeah, man, a lot of people anticipating. I know a lot of people flying in today. Um, a lot of people flew out for the holiday. But I'm thinking people are flying in today to be back in court for tomorrow. It was a nice little break, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just been chilling, pretty much. Just getting ready because it's a grind, waking up. Next week I'm waking up mad early just to avoid that traffic. I just don't want to deal with it, and I don't want to deal with it in the morning. So I'm gonna be out of here at 5:30 in the morning, so I can go get me some coffee and just relax. And that's what I plan to do. But yeah, it was a much needed break. But yeah, I anticipate the testimony is gonna heat up. I don't know if they consider it week 4 though. If they consider this week 4, it's gonna move really quickly now. Next thing you know, the defense is gonna put on their case. Because I was trying to let some people know when to fly in. Um, but I'm not sure though. I think they might consider this week 3. But if they consider the jury selection, then I'm thinking this might be week 4. We'll see. I got to see what the judge say. But I'm thinking it's week 3 though of testimony because they on a clock, you know. So yeah, week 3. Yeah, let's just consider it week 3 because it is. But I can't believe I've been here 3 weeks, man. It's crazy. Going on 3 weeks. It is moving fast, man. This trial is moving fast, faster than but that's because the judge he let us out at 3 p.m. Right around 3 p.m. he stopped for today. And I think the reason why they said that is because they need Diddy to get back to the MDC on a particular time. I think they were saying he was getting back to the MDC lockup too late. So that's why they started letting people out at 3 p.m. But anyway, it shortens the day, so that's pretty good. And so that's probably why it's going by so fast for me. And then the judge said they're on time, actually. That's what he said. Well, the prosecutor said that we're moving on time, moving on schedule, I mean. So yeah, that's good for him in a way because the quicker they deliberate, I mean, if he's found not guilty on all charges, he walks sooner or later, you know. So that's kind of like a strange feeling, you know, for him because he could possibly, you know, anything could happen. I'm gonna say just expect the unexpected. Anything could happen. But if you listen to most legal experts, they say that he's gonna be found guilty on something. If it's just the guns, that carries like 5 years. He already just say he has a year time served already. So he's looking at 4 years. And out of that 4 years, I think he get out in 3. I'm not sure how that works with the feds. I know you get credited for good time. So you missed a lot last week because you was working. And see, the thing is, when you follow this trial, if you don't read the transcripts, you're not going to catch everything. So I try to fill in the blanks as much as I can. That's what I was going to do today. Like it's something I missed or something like that. Um, but I think we covered everything pretty much last night. We pretty much covered everything that you guys missed, some of the little details. Now, like I said, I was listening to this lawyer. He was pretty spot on the stuff he's saying. I agree with him that, you know, it's there. When Cassie was on the stand, she's not going to be on the stand anymore. But when she was on the stand, he said it was like if you listen to her, she was describing the conspiracy, and she was a part of it. She was a part of she was a co-conspirator, and she was describing how it worked. So it seems like that's where the prosecution is going with this. I'm curious to hear what they say in their closing. That's why I say for people, the closing testimony is going to be an important day as well, because they get to lay out everything. They get to lay out their case like this is what it is. But again, we're expecting to hear some more people testify. There is another victim, alleged victim. We don't know that person's name. That person is going under a pseudonym, Jane. So we're gonna figure out what that person has to say. And a lot of people are anticipating this former assistant Capricorn Clark. A lot of people also anticipating KK. She went by KK, Christina Coram. She had broke her silence a few months ago, saying she didn't do anything, no wrongdoing. So we're gonna see what if she testify. Her name is coming up a lot, so I'm expecting her to testify. You said they keep asking about Allie Carter. They're saying that one of Kim's friends had broke their sign. Yeah, I read that. She was talking about Albie Shore. She was saying Albie Shore is lying. She said he's lying about everything and it's not right because it's hurting the kids and stuff. And that's what she broke her silence and said. I listened to that. She said he's pretty much lying about everything, about the details of, that situation. So I don't know what to think of that. This person got his dog chasing the geese. That's hilarious. The geese was chilling. They all flying now because he went and chased them. The pit. It's a little pit. That's hilarious. He out there chasing geese, man. Them geese went flying, man. Um, I guess he did his job, man, because the geese just went flying. They getting shit all over the place. They probably gonna go somewhere else now. You said, I think she can't say that when Combs he has a pattern of people disappearing. What's going on, Rachel? How's it going? Happy holidays to y'all. Salute to all the veterans out there. He's still chasing the geese too. Ain't no more geese out there, man. They gone. Now he's rolling in the grass. His ass gonna be itching in a minute. It's a puppy too. He's out there chasing. It's hilarious. People think Cassie was the big fish, but the prosecution may have a secret. Yeah, that's what the lawyer was saying. Then you put hashtag court, hashtag trial, hashtag justice, hashtag secrets, hashtag law. You said is Roger Bonds gonna tell? I don't know. His name is coming up a lot. I'm expecting it. You know, his name is definitely coming up a lot. Um, but I believe the prosecution is slow walking this thing. But I'm like, wait a minute. I had to go back to what Cassie was saying. I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't she describing a crime? Some people say, no, it's domestic violence. It's domestic. I said, I know that. We know it's domestic violence. We know this. But go listen to what she's saying, though, on how she got the men to come upstairs. Like she told, because they was expecting a bachelorette party. Two of the dancers had already said that they were expecting a bachelorette party. And when they got there, she was there and it wasn't that. She said her husband wanted to do something for her birthday and they wanted to put on a act, a scene, a sexy scene. And she explained the scene. She said, we start out by putting baby oil on each other and massaging each other. And then next thing you know, he's naked with baby oil all over him and they having sex. And he gets paid for it. That's kind of illegal. A little bit. Like now, because they're saying just paying for prostitutes is not illegal. But if you look at the way the feds look at it, let's say if you pay for their flight or whatever, and you arrange for them to come out of town, that's illegal. If you think about it, that's what she was describing. So, and she was the one paying for it. She, but cash through his direction. And they put out certain pieces of testimony not for no reason. You remember when the guy testified saying that, he couldn't perform and that was it? He couldn't perform. One guy didn't get paid for it because he couldn't perform. So they're putting that out there for a reason, meaning that there is implied that sex is going to be involved. And then they also put out there how he usually get his money. He used to get it wired, Western Union, stuff like that. That's what they're testifying to. So they're trying to tie the money laundering into it as well, folks, with that testimony. Now, it's circumstantial because the jury is going to have to put it all together. But it's going to come down to who the jury sides with the most. Do they side with the defense or do they side with the prosecution? That's what it's going to come down to. I think unless there's going to be some explosive testimony that's going to make our eyebrows raise. That's the only other thing I could think of. Yeah, it is illegal to fly people. And she said that's what they did. But people are trying to say, no, it's domestic. They're trying to keep us. No. Let's stay focused. Did she fly them in? Yes or no? Okay. Because Jules, remember? Jules was in California in the hotel room. Now, my question is, where is Jules from? Where is he from? Because how did he get to California? Or is he from California? Is he from California? Yeah, Diddy, well, we know Diddy gave her the money to pay them in cash. They said all of them so far said they got paid in cash between $700 to $6,000. Okay, depending on how long the session lasted, depending on how much they got paid. Some sessions could last as long as 4 days. You said Young Miami, in my opinion, is guilty. Guilty of what, though? You said that relationship seemed so contrived. That was their thing they had going on. Like I said, I don't know anybody. But see, the thing, you got to think about it. He was financing her life. He paid for the house, the cars, the money, the clothes, everything was fine. It was like it was his employee. I mean, in a way, that was his employee. Okay. And at the end of her testimony, she said, I was nothing but a sex worker. They did that for a reason. You heard me? They did that they did that for a reason, had her say that for a reason. She said, I was only just a sex worker to him. But she was signed under Bad Boy. She signed a 10-album deal. Okay? That she would never get out of that contract, a 10-album deal. Why would Ryan Leslie have her sign that? I don't even think he had no say so in it, to be honest with you. He had no say so in it. She went with the upgrade, and the rest was history. And then when you add drugs into it, once you get used to them drugs, it's hard to get off. So you could just be like, we're done, but then you start getting that itch. You know what I'm saying? And wanting that right there. So when you got addiction involved, that's another layer to it. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? From New Orleans. Greetings. What's up, Jen J? A 10-album deal is wild. So she only put out one album. She had 9 she put out a mixtape. I didn't even remember that. Yeah, she put out a mixtape. She could have been something, to be honest with you. She could have. She had like that Aaliyah vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit. She could have been something, but I mean, it don't seem like, looking at it now, that don't seem like the intentions he had for her. You know, once they got into the free calls, that just became their thing. I'm gonna finance your life. You know, all you gotta do is just listen to me and take a ass whooping every now and then, because that's what happened. Like, that's exactly what happened. It's gonna be like what the jury is gonna side with, but they're gonna have to look at all the evidence in its totality and bring it all home, because they're gonna have help in the closing though. The prosecutors, man, they're being surgical with this thing. They're being slow. They're slowly dicing this up. They're slowly dicing it up. I have to go back to what the lawyer said, man. He was on point with what he was saying. Yeah, her mouth was full of sores. Her mouth wasn't full of sores the whole time though. And people were telling me, women were telling me the reason why she was getting all those UTIs is because of that baby oil. That's not supposed to be going up in there. Then sometimes she would do it with the infection. Women said that's painful, but she did it anyway. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, that's what it was, real as it gets. That's really what it is. And this is over 11-year period. I have to say this to her though. Shout out to her for finally leaving. That's a hard thing to do. But she matured, you know, throughout the relationship. Towards the end of the relationship, she wasn't the same woman no more. She wasn't no young woman no more. She grew up. She probably had some of her homegirls in her ear. I'm telling you, she did. And they put a plan together. They most certainly did, along with her husband. Her husband helped her too. They knew it was going to be hard to break away, but you know, they put a plan together. A play was put in place. But here's my thing. What my question is: when she filed the lawsuit, the feds contacted her 2 weeks later. That means he was already on the. I believe he was already on their radar. Okay, there it is. They go to lawsuit. Boom, let's go. And think about all what the lawsuit had in it. Yeah, it was, man. Somebody is playing chess with him. John Hill, aka Default. You said she ain't no fake John. Is that the John Hill from back in the day? If it is, I haven't seen you since Moses built the ark. You the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin. Um, you're the coin guy. You gotta be the coin guy. You gotta be. John Hill, I haven't seen you since. Damn, John, what the hell? Is that you? I haven't seen you, man. Man. That gotta be him. Yeah, I haven't seen him since the Hernandez. What the fuck? No, I seen him once, but after that, during Umar Johnson days. You said, it's me. I logged into my old account. Damn, John, what the fuck? You from Philly? Yeah, I remember you. I need to hit you up, man, because it seemed like these meme coins, people getting rich for no reason, man. Like, what the fuck? I need something I can put a G in, man, or half a G, so I can get some money. Holy crap, John, what the? Yeah, Dr. Umar Johnson days, man. Holy crap. I wonder what the good doctor is thinking about this trial. I know he's listening. I know he got his ear to this. I'm curious to know, anybody know what he said about this so far? Because it's like he got set up something proper and he didn't see it coming. Diddy didn't see this coming. He did not see this coming at all. But somebody warned him, like, look, I think you need to settle with her just how this thing is written. That's what I'm thinking. You need to settle with this woman. But it went public. Once it went public, everything is like set in motion. It was set in motion at that point. You said you logged in and my Jay Morrison video update popped up. You started yeah, man. The last time I saw you was through that Jay Morrison situation. But now we on Diddy. That's where I'm at, John. I'm at the trial. I don't know if you know that. I go to the trial every day. I'm right up there in the courtroom, right up in there. Well, the overflow room. You said there are a lot of issues with Cassie and when she had to endure. However, she didn't want to do it until she didn't want to do it until she did it. There's a price to pay. Red carpet events, yeah. It was a price to pay for all that. She paid a huge price. Because now that we look back on some of her interviews, you can see her face swollen. We could see it. And the algorithm is popping this stuff up. You can actually see it. She went through war. You said, do I think he's guilty? This don't look good, John. I'm not going to say that until the end. I'm just going to let it play out. All I can say is it don't look good. You said Cassie terrified because Cassie had no choice for all the ish for Puffy. I think it came to a point where it was hard to escape. It was like in his matrix. She got caught in the matrix. You said Umar basically said he wasn't happy about Cassie doing the settlement and then testifying. You said war. You said they both had a pattern. She was his bestie. Yeah, that's what he said at the end. And I told y'all what she probably like, I'm your bestie. After all this, I can't get a title, but I'm the title. After all this we went through, the title was bestie. That's about all you could get me is bestie. I'm your bestie. I couldn't go to no holiday events with the family. No nothing. I can't get nothing. I'm just a bestie. That's all I could get after all these years. Oh, he did a video? I figured he was going to do one. He said he's not happy about her testifying. But she had to. I believe she had to testify because she's a co-conspirator. I believe she had to, man. They didn't come out and say that, but that's what I'm thinking. Roger Bond said he tried to talk to her and she would turn around and then tell Puff. So he stopped after that. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. She went back and told him because she was trying to get in his good graces. But it didn't work. It didn't work. But I'm telling you, man, it's something else that happened because I'm going back to what Jonathan Oddie said. He said something was put in his drink and he woke up, his backside was hurting. Now, that's all the way wrong if that really happened. But obviously he not lying about some stuff. At first during the when he first got arrested, his interrogation video was put on YouTube. It didn't get that many views. And then all of a sudden it started going viral. And people didn't believe him. They was like, man, this dude is crazy. But it was like conspiracy talk. Like a lot of people believe the conspiracy until it finally was revealed when Cassie was on the stand. She said, yeah, that's Jonathan. And we saw his picture. I was like, oh my God, he might not be lying. She said, yep, that's one of the dancers. His name Jonathan. We hired him on multiple occasions. And then she said one occasion they believe he was recording the event. He was recording a freak off. They thought he was, and he may have recorded it. He may have recorded the freak off. So you know what I'm saying. So and then they went through that whole situation. Um, yeah, he may have recorded it, and they went through a lot to keep that from coming out. She kind of said he had a cell phone. That's what she testified to. I know some people said it wasn't a cell phone. That's what she testified to. She said he had his phone in his hand, and she believed he was recording it. So it was a whole big thing over that. I know people saying they believe he had some type of recording device, but she said cell phone. Yeah, they had somebody testify, a doctor. Yeah, she admitted that she loved and missed what she had with him. Yeah, she did say, she didn't say she hated him. She didn't say that. Yeah, she didn't say that. And everybody was surprised at that. Um, that was a big part of her life, though, you know. I'm sure they had some good times. You know what I mean? But it seemed like he wanted to freak off all the time. Like every chance he can get, he wanted to freak off. It was an addiction. It's almost like a porn addiction, right? But the porn is right in front of his face in real time. That's how the only thing I can explain it. Forget watching it on your phone or on your computer. He got the people there performing for him. That's some eyes wide shut type stuff. He used a USB cam. Okay, but I'm just telling you what she testified to. She thought it was a cell phone. But if it was a USB cam, maybe that's what he used. And but it seemed like he wasn't lying. But here's the situation though. He said he was assaulted. He said that he took a drink and he passed out. He woke up and his backside was hurting. And then my question was, if that's true, was she there when it happened? That makes she's really, really a co-conspirator. Really. So I believe something else happened. Well, here's the thing, John. Sex trafficking is paying somebody to go cross state lines for the purpose of prostitution. You don't have to be a pimp. You don't have to be a pimp. And that's what she was describing. He said he contracted herpes too. I think, speaking of that, um, I think out of every person you see on the street has herpes. Every other person you see, I think everybody got it now, to be honest with you. And I feel like, I don't even want to get into my conspiracy theory, because some people is dormant, it's inactive. But if you get cold sores, you got herpes. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. Sorry to tell you, man. You ever had a cold sore? Anybody? Anybody ever had a cold sore? Yes or no? Anybody ever had a cold sore? Okay. Well, you need to. Are you married? Are you married? Lauren, are you married? Jeanette, are you married? I want you, if you are, I want you to stay married. I want you to stay married and don't be in these streets. Don't be in these streets. Okay, good. Stay married, and that's it. No, I'm not staying on people next. I'm just saying. Go look at the. Hold on. Let me do this research. Hold on. It's alarming. It is. Some people it's dormant. You don't even know you have it. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's different kinds though. There's the herpes simplex virus 2. H that's genital herpes. It's estimated prevalence about, it says 14 to 49 out of 14 to 49. That's approximately 1 in 8 people between between the ages of 14 to 49. The prevalence is higher in women, 15.9%. HSV1, about 47.8% of U.S. individuals ages 14 to 49 has HSV1. Then you have HSV1 and 2. Over half, get this, over half of the adult U.S. population is estimated to have at least one type of herpes simplex virus. Many people are asymptomatic and do not know they're infected. And you may not ever have any symptoms. You gotta get blood work done. You said no one wants the private part. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about the cold sores, though. You know. Now, when they say cold sore, do they mean it on your lips, like the sore is on? I never had that. I had pimples near my. I had a pimple one time. I'm like, damn, is this? I had to go to the doctor, and he was like, no, it's a pimple. I said, but it's near my lip, though. He said it's still a pimple. It's not a cold sore. It hides in the base of the spine. But anyway, that's kind of rough conversation right there. My bad, y'all. That's some rough talk. Woo! That's some roughness. That's rough house talk. But we brought that up because of what Jonathan Oddie said. And but see, here's the thing with him though. He's not going to be able to prove that he caught it from them because he could have caught it from somebody else and it was just dormant. So that's going to be very hard to prove to say he got it from them. You see what I'm saying? It's very hard to prove that you just say you got it from them. Because you could have got it from somewhere else and just didn't know. That's why you got to be careful, guys, who you put your mouth on. Y'all need to be careful out here. And people out here, and people out here putting their mouths and people tossing people salad, you know, tossing people. So I said, look, that's one thing I have never done, and I'm not doing it. Okay? Call me corny. I'm not sitting up here tossing nobody salad. I'm not doing that. So that's what I'm just saying. That is something right there that no telling what he had her doing, yo. That's why I said that money she was well earned. She actually she should have got more. She should have sued for 40 million. The hell with that. If you ask me, she didn't get enough. But, obviously with that kind of money she got, she can live off that for the rest of her life. She put it in the right account. Um, you know what I'm saying? She can live off that for the rest of her life. For real. I'm not mad at her. After all the taxes is done, after she settled with the bank and everything, she got about $22 million. $21 million. After, because the lawyers take their chunk, and I think they said it equaled up to $21 million. And if you put it in an interest bearing account, she's getting over $1 million a year for the rest of her life. Well, I'm combining the 10 million, the 20 that she got from Puff and the 10 from the hotel. She got about 21 million because you got to pay the taxes and the lawyer fees. In civil cases, the lawyer fees are higher. Just to let you know, the percentage that the lawyer takes is higher, is about 30 some percent, 20 to 30 some percent. That's why lawyers be out here representing these clients. These lawyers be low key getting paid, man, if they get the right person. Yeah, 33 and a half. Thank you. 33 and a third. Thank you. 33 and a third, man. So you have to know this. That's very important because lawyers out here they be sitting in that courtroom, they be looking like they're $1 million, don't they? Should they low key get money, man? I should have been a civil attorney. Shit. Should have been. Yeah, she should have had Puff pay that. He may have paid it. I'm not sure. I don't know the details of the settlement. He could have paid it, Avid. I don't know the detail. At least pay the attorney fees. At least pay the attorney fees, and then she just pay the taxes. That happens too. Like, look, you paying my attorney fees, man. You paying my attorney fees. Stop playing with me. So that's something to note, folks. Like, she didn't get the total 30 million because I don't know. I don't know the details that she made him pay for it. I'm not sure. But she's smarting up. She got some smart people around her, yo. Her mother not stupid either. Look, these people not scared of him. It's just that at the time, her mother felt like she had to pay the 20,000 to protect her daughter from them tapes coming out. Because remember, she already had a scare. Remember, she got wild with that dude, saying, "Where did you see the video at?" Because he said he saw a video of her. Somebody he said, "I saw a video of somebody effing her," and she was like, "Who you see effing me?" And she lost her cool over that. I don't believe she said she's gonna have the dude killed. She was just in a panic. So I believe Puff did that to play mind games with her. That's what I believe that happened. Like, I wasn't there, but that's what I'm thinking. And guess what? That came out for a reason as well. That came out for a reason. Okay? Yeah, but sometimes people do pay your attorney fees, so then all you gotta do is pay the taxes, which is a lot, but it's better than the whole thing. But and this guy is out here letting his dog roam free. He shouldn't do that because that dog is going right over there to another dog right now. Oh no, he came back. He's listening. He listening to his guy. But he shouldn't let his dog roam free like that, man. Because they can be unpredictable. That dog could win and go and attack a dog. He looking at that dog too. He got his nuts too. So he might be trying to get him some. Yep, he going right to that dog. Let's see. He trying to inch over there. Nah, he coming back. Yeah, so hey Lashane. So yeah, so it's a lot to this. It's a reason why he settled with her so fast. He dragged his feet at first, but then he settled within 24 hours. Because I believe his lawyers are saying, listen, man, you don't want this going too far because the feds might get in your business, and they sure did. But I'm more prone to believe that they were ready to get in his business. I can't prove it, but that's just my thoughts. Nothing just mysteriously happened for no reason. That's what I truly believe. Yeah, he said he was going to do that. See, the jury, it depends on how they feel about that because he was writing about what he wanted to do with his car. Next thing you know, his car caught on fire. Seats messed up and everything. He couldn't even get it fixed. I knew insurance wasn't going to pay for it. It was too expensive to fix, so they just totaled the car. You would have thought he could have got the seats fixed at least and the door, but they weren't going to do that because it was a Porsche anyway. A foreign car, it would have been too expensive to fix. So he did say that, and then what's the likelihood of that really happening if he didn't do it? Like, damn, you really spoke it into existence, and somebody went and did it. Nah, man. I think if I'm on the jury, I'm more prone to believe that he did it. He had somebody do it. Then that's a problem, because that's predicate act number one. You could say that's a predicate act. So that's I know people say, well, you have to prove, you have to show. Uh. You don't leave your common sense at the door. You don't leave your common sense at the door. If he sat up there and talked about what he gonna do, that's a hell of a coincidence for that to happen. Bullshit. Uh, I'm not stupid. She looked like that boxer. Let me see. She looked just like what's her name? Um, yeah, that's a hell of a coincidence, fam. I'm sorry. Uh. And you already crashed out because of Kid Cudi, and I get it. He crashed out. And then they sent him a when he picked Cassie up, they went to the hotel and Capricorn called. Cassie put her on speakerphone and she's all nervous and frantic saying Diddy's in the house. Uh-uh. Yeah, she do. This woman look like Carissa Shields out here. Carissa Shields out here getting a jog on. Man, shout out to the delivery people, man. There's a lot of delivery people out here delivering on bikes. Shout out to them, man. Getting your hustle on a bike. And it makes sense because driving out here is just cumbersome. There's a lot of people out here with electric bikes delivering food. Shout out to them, man. All you need is an electric bike. That's all you need and a couple batteries. I don't know the range on his bike, but yeah, he delivering on a bike, man. I wish I had a motorcycle to get to New York every day. Then that way I don't have to pay for parking because I could park anywhere. My boy, he live in South Jersey. He was like, I can let you hold my my motorcycle. He got a little motorcycle. He was like, that'll be enough for you, but I ain't going with to South Jersey, man. But that bike would come in handy. I'll filter through all that traffic for sure. You said Cuddy would have been taken out if he pressed charges. You said Tony Busby still busy with Shannon Sharp, I guess. You said I thought there was no court today. You said you thought there was no court today. There's no court today. There's a holiday. I'm talking about, yeah, tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about. This week. This is the third week already. This has started at the third week of testimony. It's just that we off today with it started the third week. You said they're getting that money 100 plus degrees. You still see them on the little scooters. Yeah, they doing it. You said y'all so petty. TB on S. Let me see. Yeah, I feel like something gonna be crazy this week coming up right now, tomorrow. I believe. What's up, celebrity? I see you. Somebody gonna set it off. Will you be in the courtroom tomorrow? I'll be in the overflow room. I'm not trying to get in that courtroom because I'm not trying to pay nobody because I shouldn't have to. So I'm not doing that. I don't want to be in that courtroom anyway because you got to sit there. You can't move. You can't talk. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing. You just gotta sit there, dog. You just gotta sit there. And when they do have a break, then you go to the bathroom, then you gotta wait. Nah, I'm not trying to sit in there. I'm being in the overflow room. I can see it on the monitor. I can hear everything, and that's good. I'm just sitting there concentrating on taking my notes. You know what I'm saying? I already see Diddy on the monitor. So I already see what's going on. You say you always hit the like button. Thank you, Audrey, for hitting the like button. You said Molly Cocktail is an old school mafia move. You said, Mr. Mack, please read my messages about the car. It was put on fire by a woman. I know that. No, we don't know that. They said there was a woman DNA found there. They didn't say that a woman did it. They just said woman DNA was found. We don't know because I'm there every day. I'm there every day. They said a woman DNA was found. They didn't say where the DNA was found at. They just said woman DNA was found. They put it out there for the jury. Right. They put it out there. I know what they said. They said DNA was found. It was a woman. But here's my thing. What if that woman testify tomorrow and say that she did it? Oh, Lord, guys, my hat gonna hit the floor. My hat gonna hit the floor, and my hat gonna hit the floor. My pen already hit the floor already. It was something on the testimony, and this dude is flaming. He walking right close to my car too. He looked all in my like it was his car. Let me leave people alone, man. Let me leave people alone. Max, I think that's what's gonna. Audrey, if that happens, I'm gonna hit the floor. You said DNA could have been on his bed, floor, couch, not necessarily the car. You said wipe me down, throw the hat on the floor. Because if that happens, and she say, yes, Capricorn, yes, um, Diddy had me put the fire in his car. Yes, I did it. I did it. Oh shoot, that's predicate act too, bro. I'm gonna hit the floor. You hear me? I won't be the same after this. You're gonna have to contain me. I wouldn't be the same. I'm gonna have to go back to Virginia. I'm gonna tell my mother, I can't take this. I gotta go to Virginia for 2 days. She said, why? I gotta go for 2 days. I can't take it, Ma. I can't take it. I gotta go to Virginia for 2 days. 2 days and 3 nights. I gotta go for 2 days and 3 nights. I can't take this trial. I can't take it. Hold on. I have to, you hear me? Uh-oh. Guys, what did I do here? Uh-oh, I didn't time nobody out, did I? Because I'm having my thumbs. Listen, and what if they played the change of vibration video? Guys, I'll be through. I said, now they ODing. I'm like, Comey, calm down. Elizabeth Comey, calm down, you ODing. Please calm down. But if she get on that stand and say she did that to that boy's car, I'm gonna fall out in court. They're gonna be like, sir, you're gonna have to go outside with that. I'm gonna fall out. You hear me? You say, can you see me? Coco, I can see you. I'm gonna fall out, Coco. I'm gonna fall out. I might have to say, child, this is too much. I'm gonna fall out. Guys, I'm gonna fall out. I'm gonna fall. If she say that, the bruh, that's worthy of a puff outburst for sure. Like, I ain't tell you to do that to that man's car. I ain't tell you to do that to that man's car. At this point, I would literally fall out, man. I would literally. Happy holidays to all the veterans out there. Do we have any veterans in the chat? We would like to say happy holiday to you. We thank you for your service or continued service or your family service or whoever. I just want to take that time out. But I will tell you right now, I would sit up there. They would have to tell me to leave the overflow. Look, they would have to, it's bad when they tell you to leave the overflow room. They would have to tell me to leave the overflow room. Oh, Dom, you are Army veteran? Well, we got to thank you for your service. Guys, I will literally fall out if that happens. They would have to say, sir, you're going to have to go out in the hallway because we can't have this outburst. You got to go outside. You got to go outside. You got to go outside, sir. Your husband was a veteran. He passed away. Rest in peace to your husband, Sylvia, and we thank him for his service. Salute to him and rest in peace to him. I think what I would do, I'd be like, guys, I would have to be like Tisa tells. As soon as the break come, as soon as we get lunch break, I'm running down with her. Me and her running there. I'm like, sis, I'm running down with you. I'm running to get my phone. I said, guys, you ain't gonna believe this. You ain't gonna believe this shit right here. I said, y'all better get in here. Get in here because I only got 30 minutes because I got to get back to the action. I only got 30 minutes. Y'all better get back to the action. Y'all better get back. Y'all better get in here. It's going down. Guys, it's going down. It's going down in a crazy way. Okay? She sat up there and said she did that to that boy's car, man. Okay? She sat up there, but I'm just, I'm not trying to, I'm saying, let's get serious here. But we don't know what she gonna say. I don't know the details on what happened with her, but somebody told me that he allegedly, her and him got in a fight because he allegedly said that, he thought that she knew about the relationship with Cuddy. I believe she did know. That's just my opinion on it. But listen, I'm gonna be focused, okay? I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna get right in there and have a seat early morning. I'm gonna be there so early. I'm probably getting there with the judge. I'll be there before everybody. I'll be right there lined up. They get right in that door to have a seat. Actually, no, I don't even have to do that because they have plenty of overflow rooms. But listen to me. I'm gonna be sitting right there, eyes wide, waiting for her to raise that right hand. You know how they say, will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. She gonna be like, yes. Well, you may have a seat, ma'am. You may have a seat. You may have a seat, ma'am. You may have a seat. Okay? Do you swear? Look, I would like to be the one to say that to her. Because you know I do the most. Ma'am, do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God. She probably start laughing. Yes, you may have a seat, ma'am. And the water is right there. That water is right there for you. If you need to wet your whistle, that water is right there. Yes, the water is ready. We got fresh little bottled water for you. To sit up there and start singing. Lord have mercy. Lord knows if it was me, I would have paid her off, yo. Lord knows. I'm like, look here, you can't be up here now. You can't be up here, ma'am. Ma'am, I got 5 million for you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, whatever makes you comfortable. Okay. We got some water right there for you. You can adjust the microphone. That's what Cassie did. Guys, let me tell you when Cassie first hit that stand. This woman, because you know she's small in stature, right? And she's petite. Her stomach was out there. Everybody like, oh my God. She sat down, took her coat off, adjusted her hair, okay? Adjusted the microphone, had a little drink of water, placed it back all cute, placed it back, put her hand on her stomach. Okay, I'm ready. She didn't say I'm ready, but that's how she was looking. I said, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That's a different type of situation I don't never want to go through. My once old lady got to sit up here and paint that picture on my ass. Lord have mercy. And she know where the bones is buried. Lord have mercy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My Umar Johnson voice. Oh, yes. Lord have mercy. But it is what it is. This trial is like a movie. It's like a movie. As soon as I get in there, they be like, you better not have no electronics. No electronics. Take your electronics out. Just like a movie. I'm used to it. I got my what you call it? I got my thing down packed. I ain't gonna bring that gimbal, man, because I always got to check it in. I'm checking little as possible. I'm leaving that in the car. I don't need it. I got my hands. I don't need it. So I'm gonna come right down. The Hatisa be running out. I'm gonna run right out. But guys, you ain't gonna believe this. Miss Clark is on the stand. But we'll see. We don't know. We gotta figure out what she gonna say. But if I tell you right now, KK hit that stand. Lord have mercy. Oh yes. I don't know what that woman gonna say. Lord have mercy. My dad said a long time ago, if you're gonna do a crime, make sure you do it by yourself. Make sure you do it by yourself. If not, don't do it. Go to school, get education, and be a square. That's right. That's right. Be a square and enjoy being a square. Ain't nothing wrong with paying your taxes and going to work. That's it. Because you don't want to be sitting up in Rawway State Prison. Ashe. They don't call it that no more. There's something else they call it. Oh, man. Yeah, she's his main assistant. All the assistants are reported to her. You said Cassie did not have nothing to do with that boy's car. And I'm not saying Cassie. I'm not saying her. I ain't say she had nothing to do with the car. We don't know who did nothing with the car. We don't know. It didn't come out in court. We don't know. It's a mystery. We don't know what happened. But it's still, we're going into week 3 of testimony. We in week 3 of testimony now. We just off today. So we don't know what's going to come out. I'm just saying, Sylvia, we don't know what happened to the car. All we know is his seats caught on fire. And his it was a drop top, you know. They cut the roof and put it in there. That was a huge hole they put in that roof. Okay. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna get there early. Look, I say I'm gonna get there early now and still be stuck in traffic in the morning. Knowing me. But I'm gonna be ready. Have my clothes laid out. I'm gonna be ready to go. Okay. Got a Hellcat parking next to me. That's a fancy car. Please don't hit my car, sir. He got it because he don't want his car to get hit, so he definitely ain't hitting mine. He got a Hellcat. He don't want his Hellcat to get hit. I gotta leave before 6:30 a.m. YouTube. I gotta leave before that. My plan is to leave at 5:30 because I can go in there and get me some coffee. There's a Starbucks up the street, and I could go in there. All I gotta do is walk up the street. There's a Starbucks right there. And I can chill out there with the line holders because the line holders are going to be out there. They're out there now. Shout out to the line holders, man. They out there now, man. I'm laying them out. Yep. Lay them out and go. Remember my mother came in and woke me up. She said, "You ain't going to court today?" She came in at 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Ma, I can't get up, man." She said, "You got to get up." She said, "That rush hour going to hit. You better get up." I said, "I'm about to get up now, man. I'm about to get up, Mom, right now." And sat and laid right back down. I can't do that. I can't do that no more. I gotta be up. I gotta be focused. Because that way I don't have to worry about anything. Just roll right on in. Go get me some coffee. Um, his time moved fast because the door is open at 8 a.m. And I have a little time to walk around. Speaking of Wendy, I hope she get out sometime this summer. I was gonna roll over there where she at because she be looking out the window. I might get you like that footage at some point this week. Thank you, LaShane. Thank you for the coffee. Yes, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. Courtesy of you, have some coffee. I can't eat the donuts though. I can't have donuts, but I have a cup of coffee. I had said I had saw this like police officer walk by. Boy, he was a whopper. I said I'm leaving them donuts alone. I don't eat donuts anyway, but that's my worst fear, to be so big. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm getting my steps in. Because where I park, I walk real fast so I can get my steps in and make it count. He said they would not let Wendy out until this is over. Because Wendy been doing this. She been doing it. Yeah, I'm going to come out there at noon and say, guys, look here. It's going down. Guys, it's going down, man. Y'all going to be able to hear it anyway. You're going to be able to read it anyway from Inner City Press on Twitter. So you're going to know some action going on. Because he do his best to try to, you know, so you could kind of know what's going on. No, I can't do the donuts. I just can't do it. Can't do the sweets. Nope. Just can't do it, man. Can't do the sweets. Man, that's a unique looking pit right there. He got white feet. I'm gonna call them white shoes. He got white shoe. He got his legs is one of his legs is white. No, it's both his front legs are white. Check him out. White legs, everything. That's the only thing that's white on him. Yeah, I'm gonna pre-schedule him. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that in a second. You said over there, dog. Why one of the dogs chased the geese away? They ain't even over here no more. It was a bunch of geese over there. He chased them away. He chased the geese away, man. Yeah, I'm gonna pre-schedule him. So then y'all already know at 12 noon, expect me to hit that live button. It is going down. It's going down. Yeah, I'm gonna pre-schedule as soon as I get off. Just so I have that out the way. But, I know what he's thinking. Like, the faster this trial move, he could be out. That's probably what he's thinking. I can just be home. Imagine that happen. Imagine they say, come back and say not guilty on everything. Ooh, that's going to set everybody in a frenzy. That man will walk right out that MDC. I mean, right out that courtroom. I mean, he will literally walk out if that happens. And one of the lawyers said, they was like, do you think that the judge will be lenient on him? He said, look, this is a federal judge. He said, they're normally not lenient, especially when it comes to these type of crimes. They don't play. So we going to see. It's crazy. I'm literally parked in the same spot where Nature Boy parked at when he was in New Jersey. I'm literally in the same spot because they played basketball over there. That was crazy. It was like a short stint when he had the crew over here in New Jersey. They had went to New York first and they came here. It's crazy. That was like a few years ago. If he get found not guilty on all charges, I might have to just crown him the Teflon Don. He might be the new Teflon Don, man. Yeah, do you miss me? Yeah. Shit, Nature Boy in jail. He in jail. Life, Lashane. No, that won't happen. Because they really careful with the jury on that not happening. You can't even speak to the jury. You're not allowed to do it. Yeah, they do everything to protect them. It's protocol in place for that not to happen. I mean, at best, if he's not getting a full acquittal, the next best thing for him is to hope for a mistrial. Now, it could be possible where they could find him guilty on certain charges and a mistrial on the others, and can't come up with a verdict on the others. Thank you for the light. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, it's going down tomorrow, man. Everybody should be flying back in. I saw Neek at night out there. She flew in. Um, I saw who else did I see? I saw Jean. I know Neek at night flew in. Tisa had flew in. I believe they flew out. They should be flying back in. I forget his name. Um, yeah, that case was draining Abbott. It was draining. Yeah, there's some big YouTubers out there, man. They in the building doing their thing. Rotten Mango be out there doing her thing. She got a team with her though. Yeah, they got eyes on them. Nothing happened to them. There's protocol in place. They got security all around. That's not happening. You do got some random people be standing outside like grilling you and stuff like that, but that's all they basically can do. It's like Fort Knox out there. They not playing. They got it going on. Yeah, I saw a little Rod. He was out there on the first day. I didn't see him anymore after that. He was just posted up out there, had a suit on. I saw Jaguar Wright. She had about 3 bodyguards with her. He said YouTube is the new CNN, CBS, etc. Right. Royal Mind said justice for Diddy. It might be coming. Give it a few more weeks. He might be coming home. We'll see. He said it'll take 50 million for you to do some crazy ish. You'll be out there with Russell. Like I said, we'll see what his lawyers do, man. He got a good team. Jag was talking. I didn't hear her talking crap about Tisa outside of the courtroom. I didn't hear that. Was she really? What was she saying? I didn't hear her. Like I said, I walked past her. I knew it was her, and I had walked past her. She was like live. She had a microphone in her hand, and somebody was interviewing her. There was a big camera interviewing her. Oh, at one of her videos, Tisa doing her thing out there, man, for real. Oh yeah, I heard that. A house next door to Star Island. Yeah, I did hear the woman report on that today. You said you should fly to UK when CB's trials start. Yeah, that'll be crazy. I don't even know how he got in that mess. It's craziness. Yeah, I didn't see Jaguar. You said it was a short. I know somebody was telling Tisa, like, you got to be careful out here. She said, I got bodyguards. She said, most certainly do. Yeah, man. It's you want to see the Dirk trial? Yeah, that should be on its way eventually. He got a really good attorney. He got Drew Freeling. Freeling. But it's going to be rather intense, man, when they start deliberating. I'm going to be in the cafeteria the whole day waiting, waiting to hear the word. Once people start running to that elevator, I know it's on. But yeah, that's going to be rather intense, especially if they reach a full verdict. You said allegedly somebody ran up to teacher cursing and yelling and following her. There was a guy out there. He was yelling at certain people, but nobody was paying him attention. They were just recording them. People had their cameras out. I was recording them. Nobody was, he was just yelling. But she got her bodyguards, man. It looks like she's alone, but she's not. That's how they're standing. Like assault, Rachel. That's what they're saying. Hey, they go white legs again. Damn, his system loud. Hold on, let me mute this. He playing music. I ain't know people had systems no more. I haven't seen that in a long time. People rolling with their systems. Man, we used to do that back in the day. That's like brought back memories. Playing the loud music, had the system in the trunk. He chilling, got the top down. Just picked up his lady. You see, gonna try to make it up to NYC for the verdict. It's just up the turnpike. You live in Philly. Oh, you right there. Yeah, it ain't nothing. Like once you get up there, you just gotta wait online, and then you go in through the security check, and they'll tell you which room to go to. They'll tell you which floor to go to and which courtroom. Oh, he got to testify. Damn. Yeah, he caught up in another country, man. That's crazy. You said Shannon Sharp is happy right now the Diddy trial started. Yeah, we ain't even talking about Shannon Sharp. His situation is just like it's going to be civil. He might have to break her off some money, or maybe not. We'll see. Shannon Sharp. But yeah, it'll be a packed courtroom tomorrow for sure. That's what I'm thinking. For sure, it's gonna be packed. He said, I can never look at the name Michelle the same again. He said, oh, Michelle. How about that other video? He said, Hollywood, what you gonna do with it? It was a recording. It sounds just like him too. He like, Hollywood, what you gonna do with it? It's got to be them football hits. That's what it is. Let Shannon have a pass, man. He played football, man. It's the football hits. You're not normal after you played in the NFL. You're not a normal person. You're just not. Yeah, Chris is free. He got out. You should exempt all the Cat Williams energy. Damn, 6.7 million bail. Damn, that's not good. He's from Tappahannock, Virginia. He's still got property out there too. Every time when he in Virginia, he rolls out there. See, guys, that's what you need to be doing. Walk in the park with your lady. That's what somebody's doing. Just do that, man. Stay out of trouble. You picked up Abdul Carter. Oh, you picked him up in Nutley, going to Rutherford. Yeah, 10 albums is a lot. She could have been something, but it just didn't happen. Yeah, just that whole situation is crazy, man. She's done, though. She finished testifying, and like I said, this week is going to be, I believe it's going to be explosive. Something's coming. Something is coming, for sure. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back. I'll be back in a few minutes. And it's certainly nice out here on this holiday. But I got to do those schedules now. I'm going to schedule those lives for 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. because we out at 3. So I do it for 12 and 3. Or I could go live before 12. It just depends on when he wanted to take the lunch. But it's usually a 30-minute lunch and then out at 3. Anyway, I'll be back, guys. Thank you for joining. And happy holiday to all that served and everybody. Look like it's had some cookouts out here in the park. I'm not sure. There's quite a bit of people out here now. Yeah, they cooking out over there. But y'all have a good one. I'll be back in a second. He said, give me a dose of the Diddy trial talk. He released his 13th album in '06. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the day. But you know I'll be back. All right, y'all.